Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. This video is going to be about my first anxiety attack, so let's get started with that. It's fun times. So, to give everybody a little bit of a background, I think I've struggled with anxiety my whole life, even when I was like a toddler and stuff. But I was a toddler, so I didn't really process it, and I have a horrible memory, so I can't really remember. But what I do remember is when I was little, my mom would always tell me, like, oh, go over to that group of kids playing and say that you want to play. Because I don't have any brothers or sisters, so I'd play by myself. But my mom wanted me to obviously have friends and stuff, so she'd be like, okay, go over there and, you know, go say, hi, my name's Abby, I want to play. You want to play with me? You know, not too hard. But I hated doing it, and I rarely did it, you know, if I ever did it. So, there's that. Fast forward to freshman year, you know, 9th grade. I was still in the middle school because the way my high school set that up, it was 10th, 11th, and 12th in the high school, and then 9th grade was still in the middle school. So, I'm still in the middle school feeling like a boss-ass bitch because I'm the oldest people in the middle school, right? And I live in Pennsylvania, so Pennsylvania has standardized tests, as I think every state does, maybe, I don't know, I live in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania has standardized tests, which means every person, every high school student in Pennsylvania has to take these standardized tests. And the ones we have are called the Keystones. So the Keystones are in math, reading and writing, and biology with science. So I wasn't too worried about math and reading and writing because I always had gotten good grades in those classes, but you know, we didn't take biology all through like school. Like, it would be like, I don't know other math, other sciences, not chemistry, but like other sciences, you know what I mean. All of it wasn't biology based. So this 9th grade was my first year taking biology. And we had to pass these Keystones to graduate. And if we didn't pass them in 9th grade, we would have to take them in 10th grade, then 11th grade, and then finally your senior year you would just like do a project to pass. But I didn't want to do that because I wanted to stay on track with my peers, and my anxiety was telling me that I should, you know, if I do that, that's going to look bad on colleges, and I need to get into a college so I can graduate and, you know, continue my education in college so I can do what I want and have a career that is going to support me and, like, my future children and, like, gonna fulfill me, because I don't want to be working at like some job that I don't feel great at. So all of that pressure was weighing on me for these exams. The pressure of basically like, if you don't do well on this, then sucks to suck, you're gonna be working at KFC the rest of your life. Again, not that there's anything wrong with working KFC for the rest of your life, but that's not where Jesus and my heart is leading me. Amen. Like, I could not do that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be poor my whole life and blah 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 blah, all these things about my future weighing on my little 9th grade self over this one exam that really, I mean, it mattered, but not that much. So I was in biology because I said biology was the one that I was worried about, the one that gave me the most anxiety. And my biology teacher was very nice. He was a great dude, and he was preparing us through the year for these tests that came up at the end of the year. So he would give us like little quizzes and tests and stuff that would be shaped like how the keystones were going to be practice exams, basically. They were still scored, but you know. So I remember one time, I think it was on mitochondria and cells and really things that are hard for me personally to wrap my brain around, and bless you, honestly, if you understand that, because I know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and anaphase and telophase and prophase, and I don't know what they do, but I know those words, so hey. So like, it was on all of that kind of stuff, our practice exam. So I'm doing this practice exam, and I don't know what the answer is. So I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like, I don't know this answer, and I feel like I didn't know the other answers, and I don't know this one, so maybe those are wrong, and I'm gonna fail this, and if this is like the easier version of the keystones, I'm definitely gonna fail those keystones, and then I'm gonna have to be struggling and like trying to remember things I've learned in 9th grade and 12th grade when I have to do this project. And I was going down the dark path of anxiety. I'm in the abyss, and I think I let myself go farther than I always had, because I've always had some sort of test anxiety where I've been like, I need to do good on this test because if I don't, my grade's gonna suffer, and then I'm gonna be put in classes where it's not helping me progress. So then when I get to college, I'm gonna be like, I'm stupid, or my grades aren't gonna be good enough and I won't have the money to go to college. Things like that run through my head 95% of the time. Just in case you don't suffer with anxiety, that's how it is for me. So, you know, I'm in this whirlwind of negative thinking, and I feel like I'm starting to get anxiety thinking about it and talking about it, put myself in the place again. So, my knees weak, arms are sweaty. My heart starts racing, my knees are weak, my palms are sweaty, I have shallow breath, and I'm like, what's happening to me? Like, this isn't good. Like, now my body's reacting to what I'm thinking. That's never happened before. What's going on? And I'm like freaking out over this. And I got up and went to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure that I asked to go to the bathroom because I didn't want to make a whole scene like me running out, you know? That would have been way too much. So I go to the bathroom, and the whole time I'm feeling my chest is constricted, it's hard for me to breathe, I feel weak and shaky, and I've never been on a roller coaster, but what I imagine you feel like at the top of the roller coaster when you're about to drop, maybe, I don't know. I hate roller coasters. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother thing. But so, you know, I'm at the height of the anxiety attack, I think. If you ever felt like you were gonna pass out, it's kind of like that. I don't know, there's not really a good way to explain it other than when you have an anxiety attack, but I don't wish that on anyone because it sucks so much. So I finally get to the bathroom, and I'm splashing water on my face, and I don't know how my body, like, I knew how to cope with it, but I did, and I just told myself I need to calm down, I need to relax. This test doesn't mean everything. The whole world is not riding on this one question, and I'll be okay. And I need to relax because I'm not gonna throw up or pass out and make a bigger scene. I need to handle myself and get myself together. So that's what I did, and I went back and I finished the test, and I don't remember what I got on that test, but I can see myself, like, when I think about it, I see myself like shaking at the little wooden desk and going up and in the bathroom like so. Okay, so I'm sitting there like, done, passed test in. I probably was like with my friends like, I think I did bad, you know. And then I don't remember what I got on the test. It probably wasn't that bad of a grade because I don't think I failed. I definitely didn't fail the class, so. So fast forward to the Keystone exams, just to finish up the story. I I didn't have an anxiety attack, but I'm pretty sure the day those keystones were going on, my anxiety level was high. And eventually I was like, okay, biology keystone, here we go. I'm gonna do this. And I did it, and then I got advanced, which is the highest you could get. It was like advanced, proficient, basic, and below basic was under that one. And you know, you were striving for proficient or advanced. Basic and below basic, I don't think they accepted. So I was like, I just need proficient, like, I don't care, like, I just need proficient, blah, blah, blah. But I got advanced on the biology keystones. And if you're wondering, on the other keystones, I got, advanced. No, I got proficient on both of them. Which is funny, because I was so worried about the biology one that I think I spent all of my time, like, studying biology, that I was like, oh, what's this word, you know, for the writing, or, like, 6 times 6, you know. But I still passed. Moral of the story. Let's get into that. So, the moral of the story is be aware. If you've never had anxiety, I think anxiety is something that is being talked about more, but I mean, we could still talk about it, because I was really afraid, and I've heard stories of other people that had an anxiety attack and were really afraid because they didn't know what was going on. So educate yourself whether you have anxiety, like a little bit of anxiety. Educate yourself on what anxiety attacks or panic attacks are, and recognize, like, this could happen to me, and if it does happen to me, I know that I'm not dying, because I've thought that, like, this is it, this is the end. Also, I think if you have anxiety, especially over tests or something, that's something that I've struggled with my whole life, like I said, it's okay. It's perfectly normal to stress over tests and things that you care about. It just shows that you care. But at the same time, if it's impeding your life and giving you anxiety attacks, I think it's something that everyone should look into, on ways to help yourself with it and ways to grow from it, because I think anxiety is a blessing in disguise sometimes. Although it's pretty hard and pretty rough to deal with almost every day of your life, you still can push through it. And if you guys want, I can make a video or videos on like medication that I've taken, or ways I cope with it, and like that whole situation. There's a fun story when I went to get medication for my anxiety, so that would be a good time. If you're struggling with anxiety, the best thing I think to do is talk to somebody, research it, and understand what's happening. Same with depression, which I could talk about, or any other sort of issue you have in your life. Knowledge is power, kids. That's what I'm trying to say. Knowledge is power. Alright, so that does it for my first anxiety attack story. Fun times. Great times. Love it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. My little putchy peachy poopy. My little puppy Peach was barking, so I held her instead, and we will say goodbye now. I know she looks scared, but she's not, I promise. Thanks for watching about my anxiety attack. I hope it helped you, and I hope I will continue to make content that helps people, because that's like what I want to do. So goodbye, Pete. Bye bye. Bye bye.